Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Crafting with Lee. Today I'm going to make a Mardi Gras themed wreath. I'm going to start by decorating this white mask. I could only find blue feathers, so I'm using my alcohol markers to change the colors to green and purple. I was checking to make sure the color was going to match the Deco mesh and the ribbon. It's not a perfect match, but it works. I've done 2 green already, and now I'm coloring the purple. I decided to color the mask. I was going to use the vinyl, but it wasn't covering very well. The markers turned out really well. I decided to color the whole thing in glitter, so it's nice to have the base underneath, so if I miss any spots, it's still covered. For the green, I decided to try to use glitter glue, but it didn't cover like I wanted to. So I go over it later with some fine glitter. I believe it's Martha Stewart glitter. Hands are our best tools. So I'm going to sprinkle the glitter all over. And it's really fine glitter, so it covers really well. I decided to use the heat gun just so I could move on to the next color. I did the same thing with the gold glitter glue, and then I covered it with ultra fine tinsel embossing powder. Yeah, it was embossing powder, not glitter. So it has a different finish to it after I heat set it, but it's still beautiful. I didn't have any purple glitter glue, so I just used some Mod Podge in my fingers. The glitter glue was helpful because it had a fine point, so I could get it in every place that I needed it to be. So my finger was a little bit harder around the line in the middle, but it turned out okay. And this time I'm using ultrafine purple glitter. Did the traditional Mardi Gras colors, purple, green, and gold. And then I'm going to heat set that as well. I had covered up some of the glitter on the tips of the purple feathers, so I added some gold glitter glue. Here I took a string of beads and cut them, and I'm using tweezers to hold them and burn the strings so you can't see them. I put an individual bead on the tip of each point, and then I'm running a string of them in the middle where the colors separate. If you decide to make this, be very careful. I burned my finger. I'm going to put the feathers on the opposite side. I really love how this mask turned out. It looks like it was bought that way. I really like it. So now I'm going to start my wreath. I'm just doing the pipe cleaners around each bar on the inside, and then the outside you pick a spot and then you lay the pipe cleaner down and then add your other pipe cleaner at the tip of that. And at the end it should match up. Mine actually didn't this time, but I just moved stuff around until it did. That happens sometimes. I was in a hurry. I'm using green on the base. I'm just doing a traditional poof with the green. I secured it with a zip tie. I do about 12-inch poofs. When you pull, you count to 3, 1, 2, 3, and it's about 12 inches. Sometimes I measure it, sometimes I don't. This one was going to have so much on top, it didn't matter if I was off a little bit. You can usually tell if you're off. After I finish the inside, I'm going to move to the outside. I move all the pipe cleaners out of the way on the outside rings and then open the inside pipe cleaner, so it makes it a lot easier to go around. At the end, I secured that with a zip tie. Now I'm going to start my gold mesh, and I'm doing this a little different. I'm going to start it on the opposite side of where I started the green. And instead of doing a poof from around the outside and then around the inside, I start from the outside and go past one and up to the middle. And I'll show you here in a second. So I'm on the outside to start, and then I move it to the inside on the next one. I open the pipe cleaner from the green so I can place them both inside the pipe cleaner. Then I pull it down and go to the outside. Again, I open the pipe cleaner and add it inside. And I do this all the way around. Sometimes it can be difficult to open the pipe cleaner and add it again. After you go around once, go around one more time until you run out of pipe cleaners and crisscross the whole way around. At the end, I secured it with a zip tie. I'm using 12-inch purple Deco mesh. I'm cutting it at 28 inches, about 28 inches. And I needed, I think, 15. To make a ruffle, I curl the beginning, gather it all together and curl the end, and then I open my pipe cleaner and add it on top of the other two meshes. I do this for every pipe cleaner. This ribbon is what inspired me to make a Mardi Gras wreath. I am doing, I believe these are 7-inch loops. There's 2 to start. And then I do 6-inch, 6 loops. That's 3 on each side. Then I move to 5-inch loops, 3 on each side. And then I do one, probably 3-inch loop in the center. The bow dabber makes making bows really easy. Now I'm going to fluff the bow. It's already got the pipe cleaner on the back to attach it to the wreath. Here's the finished wreath with just the Deco mesh. I'm going to add some beads. They're the same beads I used on the mask. I'm just choosing random places and running it around the wreath. And I'm wrapping, like twisting the pipe cleaner around them. You can see that right here. After I go around counterclockwise, I turn it around and go back clockwise. I'm actually one section short, but I put the bow there so you can't tell. Sorry, I'm off camera. When I make wreaths with the pipe cleaners on the base, I believe it's called a pencil wreath, I always curl the pipe cleaners with a glue stick. I'm dovetailing the ends of the tails and I curled them. Now I'm going to attach the bow to the wreath. I stick the pipe cleaners through the bars on the back and then just twist it a few times and wrap it around the bar. To secure the mask to the wreath, I used the holes that had the face string through it. I just poked about an inch through and then wrapped it around. Here in the video, I reach around the outside of the wreath, but later I went back and fed them through the bars. It just made it where you couldn't see the pipe cleaners as well. I decided to color the two white parts coming out on either side so it kind of blends in with the mask. Now I'm going to hot glue a little bit of the Deco mesh to the mask so you can't see the pipe cleaner. And that's it. I hope you like my video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.